Bar Talk!
All right, yo, salute, yo. This Bar Talk. We right here with Mysonne, you know what I mean?
Yes,
one of them ones, you know what I'm saying? Always respected your craft from day one. So the name of the show was called Bar Talk. I want to ask you, when I was first introduced to you, right? I heard the verse on the Ruff Ryders track, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let me know what the energy was like around that time of hip hop that made you spark such an iconic verse on the Ruff Ryders Volume 1 album.
Well, that's a good question, man. At that time, you know, it was the battle scene. Shout out to the Ruff Ryders. You know, my brother D and Y. You know, they would have us always competing. We would be outside in front of the Apollo, and you just pull up, and there would be spitters out there. You know, and these was like my brothers. So when they put me on this song, I already knew it was competitive. As soon as they sent me the beat, Swiss had did, I'm like, nah, I can't go in there playing with this verse.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I hadn't heard nobody else's verse until I actually got to the studio with my own verse. And I knew originally Jadakiss was on the song. You know what I'm saying? So when I'm listening to all these verses, I'm like, I can't really go in here playing around.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So the energy there was always competitive. Everybody on that song was artists that I respect. You know what I'm saying? So I knew that I had to bring my A game.
Absolutely.
The same way that they knew what they had to bring theirs.
Absolutely. So in the climate moving forward, 2026, does bars still matter in the culture of hip hop?
I mean, hip hop, you know, it might not matter in rap or whatever they doing, but in hip hop, other artists, barsmen, you know what I'm saying, barbarians as we call them, we respect other wordsmiths. You know, so whenever I see wordsmiths, they see me. There's always an allegiance. There's always a recognition. There's always a salute to brothers who actually still keep the craft of bars going.
Absolutely. So what's your relationship and your ties with the city of Newark? Because as time been moving forward, I see you doing a lot of work with the Kelly councilman and all that, West Side and stuff like that. So how did that connection come with you and Newark in the city of Newark?
Shout out to Newark, man. It's just been over the years, you know, I connected. Shout out to Mayor Ross Barack, man. He came to a school I was doing an event at one day. And then, you know, we just bonded. Dupre I knew for years, you know, in hip hop, and him becoming a council person just showed what hip hop can go to. So I always want to support everything that he's doing. I always want to support everything that Ross Barack's doing. Shout out to Principal Akbar Cook. I've been over at West Side working with those brothers over there. So it's always just love, man. Wherever there is community and brothers for the community that's actually for the community, I'm always going to support. And these brothers out here in Newark actually really support the community and fight for them.
Absolutely. That's what's up. So another hip hop question. When Mysonne is going to the studio, lay down a verse, songs, however, what's your studio survival pack that you need? What's your survival kit in the studio that you need to complete your session and make your session successful?
So when I go to the studio, what I bring is I bring Red Bull, water, fruit snacks, and Doritos.
Oh, absolutely. That sounds about right. Something light, you know what I mean? But something that, you know what I mean? Something to keep you fishy.
Yeah.
That's what's up. So, another question. Recording a classic album. Give me 5 elements that it takes to create a classic album.
So the elements that have to be inside that album?
Absolutely.
I think it has to be substance. I think it has to be creative. I think it has to be culturally relevant.
Okay.
To the culture at the time and to whatever your demographic is. Like you have to speak for them and to them at the same time.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I think about classic albums, when I think about Jayz's album, when I think about Nas's album, when I think about Ready to Die, they were speaking to the community they're from, but they actually were speaking for them at the same time. So the dudes from Brooklyn and the stick-up kids in the street understood exactly what Biggie was saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? When Nas was talking, the dudes from Queensbridge, he made you want to understand what was going on in Queensbridge.
Right.
And he actually spoke for them and to the world, because it's like, damn, even though Queensbridge seems different, I can relate to a lot of stuff. When Jay would start talking, it was like, damn, even though I understand, I've never been to Marcy, but I feel like I'm from Marcy. He made me feel like either I was from there or I want to be from there.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just like Scarface first. When you listen to Scarface, I didn't know nothing about Houston, but I know that what he was talking about
Right.
was something I wanted to be in tune with. So I think it's cultural relevance, it's substance, it's flows,
Right.
it's a culmination of everything. It's a musical culmination. The beats have to fit. It has to. It's almost movie.
Absolutely.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
any classic album that you ever seen, you actually can make a movie out of it.
Dope.
You know what I think that's what people should start doing. Like albums, the classic albums. I think people should start taking classic albums and turning them into movies. So
Dope.
you can just see the reality of it.
Absolutely dope. If we had social media back in 1994, what would your social media page, what type of
94?
content you would think you would have in 94? If we had Instagram, Facebook, YouTube.
94, I just graduated from high school. Right? I was
Right.
literally just graduated from high school. It would have been about hip hop. It would have been about basketball because I was still playing basketball.
Right.
It would have been about the streets. It would have been, I'm from Hybrid, so it would have been geared around those and girls.
Right.
It would have been around chicks,
Right,
money,
right.
basketball, and street shit.
Right. Salutes, bro. Could we get one more thing? One more bar. Let us get a bar talk jewel for anybody that's coming up in hip hop. Anybody that's coming up that want to do spoken word. Anybody that's coming up from our culture, from our neighborhoods, our walks of life. Get them something that they could live by, something that inspire them, something, you know what I mean, that could take and they could run with it for the rest of their life.
Don't try to be a part of the trend. Be the person to be the trend.
That's dope. That's dope. Yo, man, appreciate you, man. Mysonne. We out here for the Stomp video shoot. You know what I mean? Salutes to Ill City. Salutes to Councilman Dupree Kelly. Salutes to Mysonne. We appreciate you on Bar Talk, man. Continue to keep putting on for the town. Continue to keep putting on for our peoples, man.
Yes, sir.
I appreciate you, bro. Salutes.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Project Vision Network, baby.